if you don't mind. Why stop now? Katie's bakery is supposed to be functional again tomorrow or the next day, so might as well take advantage of our short time left. Even if my sugar levels are skyrocketing just as quickly as my bank account is dwindling with my constant trips down here. I'd wondered. At my joke, Carla wrinkled her nose once more as she backed up a scone. Based on your tips, I figured your finances had taken a hit. My desperation for dirty chai kept my tongue at bay. That same tenuous relationship between Carla and me that prompted the constant flattery also ensured I tipped every time to a nearly embarrassing level. It can't be that bad. Simone Price emerged from the back room, carrying a few porcelain white pottery pieces, giving a wink of greeting toward Watson as she added them to the shelves of options to be painted. With as many times as you've been down over the past month and a half, you've had to have earned at least a dozen free drinks by now. Carla hissed, and a rare, embarrassed blush rose to her cheeks. I glanced between the two business partners. Free drinks? Simone turned around, flicking one of the waist-length dreads away from her face. The confusion that crossed her face barely lasted a second before she looked at Carla. Really? You didn't tell her about the punch card? Punch card? I couldn't keep the astonishment out of my voice, though why I'd be surprised by anything Carla Beaker did, I had no idea. Whatever moment of embarrassment or shame Carla had experienced, she flicked it away with a wave of her hand. Oh, who cares? Think of the drama between the construction crew and that tacky interior designer of yours you were complaining about. You said these dirty chais were the only thing keeping you from murder, remember? And that's never been truer than right now. Deciding to skip right over the dig at the construction crew and Katie's designer, I took a sip, as if to prove my point. And once again, while good, it was nothing compared to my actual drug of choice. In a quick motion, I snagged the bagged scone from the counter and headed toward the door. Watson frolicked around my feet in anticipation as I called over my shoulder. I'm taking this scone, by the way. I'll pretend that makes us even. Carla sputtered. I swear, Winifred Page, if you walk out the door without paying, I'm calling the police. I didn't look back and managed to awkwardly wave with the scone in my hand, causing the bag to crinkle. Tell Susan hello for me. As Watson and I stepped out into the cold February wind and light snow flurry, Carla let out a frustrated growl and a scream, and Simone began to laugh. Come on. I grinned at Watson and gestured down Elkhorn Avenue with my chin. Let's get back to the Cozy Corgi and hope the construction crew wasn't wrong in their time frame. I don't think you and I will be making another visit to the coffee kiln for a while. Watson merely whimpered, but was persuaded to follow as soon as I retrieved the scone and tossed morsels his way as we walked. The Cozy Corgi bookshop and bakery had opened a little over 2 years before. In every sense, it was the living embodiment of my dream. A charming bookshop filled with warm, glowing wood, a couple of fireplaces, and countless books, of course. Having a bakery upstairs was truly the icing on the cake. That I wasn't half as bothered as I'd pretended with Carla about my little dream bookshop spending a good third of its life amid construction noise was yet more proof of just how much I truly loved what my life had become. The first period, after the bookshop's own renovation, had been getting the upstairs ready for the bakery. Then my twin stepsisters revamped the candy store to the left of the Cozy Corgi into their new age shop, followed by their husbands turning the other candy store on the right into their peculiar stuffed animal shop. That period had been the loudest. And yet, here we were again with constant hammering, drilling, pounding, and a whole host of other racket above our heads as Katie's recently vandalized and destroyed bakery got a complete remodel, even more thorough than the first go-around.